Donald Trump has become the target of one of his harshest public put-downs yet. Iran's supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, didn't mince words, declaring that the U.S. president's signature is utterly worthless and devoid of credibility. That single remark has now become the biggest headline from his latest statement. Rather than holding back, Khamenei directly questioned Trump's credibility, claiming that the U.S. president's signature no longer carries any value. His words immediately grabbed attention, turning the statement into a headline-making swipe at Trump himself. Calling a sitting U.S. president's signature utterly worthless is about as direct as it gets. Khamenei's choice of words wasn't subtle, it was a blunt attack on Trump's trustworthiness, suggesting that his commitments simply cannot be relied upon. The phrase quickly became the defining moment of the statement. While political speeches often contain criticism, it was this personal jab at Donald Trump that dominated headlines and became the biggest talking point. Khamenei didn't stop at calling Trump's signature worthless. He also said it was devoid of credibility, doubling down on his criticism and making it clear that, in his view, the U.S. president's word no longer holds weight. The unusually blunt remark has now been widely quoted across international media, with Trump's name once again dominating headlines because of a single line delivered during Khamenei's address. The attention shifted to the personal nature of the remark. It wasn't a criticism of policy that stood out, it was the direct dismissal of Trump's credibility. The statement has also sparked conversations because of how unusually personal it was. Rather than speaking in diplomatic language, Khamenei chose words that many are viewing as a public humiliation of the U.S. president. For Donald Trump, though, who was no stranger to making headlines over fiery exchanges and sharp remarks, this time he found himself on the receiving end of an equally blunt public attack. Whether supporters agree or critics disagree, one thing is undeniable: the line about Trump's signature instantly became the most quoted part of Khamenei's statement and overshadowed everything else. From calling the U.S. president's signature utterly worthless to saying it was completely lacking credibility, Khamenei left little room for interpretation. His message was direct, personal, and impossible to ignore. One sentence, one brutal remark, and one headline that's now making waves across the world. Mojtaba Khamenei's description of Donald Trump's signature as utterly worthless and devoid of credibility has become the defining moment of his latest statement and yet another chapter in Trump's long list of headline-grabbing public clashes.